Hello, welcome back. Welcome to a new edition. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome to class number 1068. What? Yes, necesitamos un matasuegras. A kill mother-in-law. I don't know how to say that. All right, class 1068. I want to do two more paragraphs. I always prefer to finish in the middle of a page. So I'm on page 77. Page 77, paragraph number 694, the fourth paragraph. When I walked into the house, I could tell right away that nobody had lived there in a long time. All the furniture was in its place, but the atmosphere and the smell were noticeable. Okay, yes, when I walked into the house, the moment he walked in the joint, walked in. Fijaos, andar 10, walked in. Ahora no hacemoslo, walked in. Eso es cuando entré andando. Cuando entré en la casa, claro, uno normalmente entra en una casa andando, ¿no? Pero vamos siempre al verbo de locomoción. Si hubiera inundación, pues when I swam, cuando entré a nado en la casa, when I swam into the house, when I walked into the house, when I waltzed into the house, when I skipped into the house, when I crawled into the house, etc. When I walked into the house. Fonética. When I walked, anduve. Cuando anduve dentro de la casa, o sea, literalmente. When I walked into the house. When I walked into the house. Walked into, tintu. When I walked into the house, I could tell. Se notaba, I could tell. Literalmente podía o podría decir, pero eso significa percibía, notaba. When I walked into the house, I could tell right away, enseguida, I could tell right away that nobody had lived there in a long time, or for a long time. Que hacía mucho tiempo que nadie vivía ahí. I think you can smell it, you know. Nobody has lived in this house for a long time. Yes. All the furniture was in its place. Okay. Sofa, the couch, armchair, another armchair, television, everything, table. Yeah. But the smell, somehow, but the atmosphere, el ambiente, atmósfera, the atmosphere. Existe la palabra ambiance, de origen francés, español, ambiance para ambiente, pero no se usa. Ambiance es más para el ambiente de una fiesta. Aquí hay ambiente. All right. We say la atmósfera. The atmosphere in this office. El clima entre los trabajadores aquí o los empleados. El clima laboral. La atmósfera. Ambiente. We say atmosphere. The climate. The atmosphere. When I walked into the house, I could tell right away. Right away is immediately. Immediately, or I could tell right away, that nobody had lived there in a long time. Had lived there in the house. All the furniture was in its place, but the atmosphere and the smell were noticeable. Eran notables, o sea, se notaba. Se notaban. Ambiente y olor. Yeah, it's normal. You go to a house where for 2 years nobody has lived in the house. Of course, you can smell because it's very stuffy. Ambiente cargado. If they didn't leave any windows open. All right. When I walked in the house, yes, the moment he walked in the joint, I could tell he was a man of distinction, a real big spender. Yes. The moment he walked in the joint, el momento en que entró en in el antro. This is sung by a woman, and she sees a man come into the club. Y ahí venía un hombre de distinción, decía, the moment he walked in the joint, I could tell, or I could see, he was a man of distinction, a real big spender, que gastaba dinero. O sea, said, hey, gaste un poco de tiempo conmigo. Yeah, says, spend a little time with me. Pa, 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 pa. ¿Conoce la canción? Pa, 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 pa. The moment he walked in the joint, I could tell he was a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Apuesto, guapo, y tan refinado, tan fino. I can't remember. I wonder what's on his mind. Well, let me get straight to the point. I don't pop my cork for any man I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Es una canción genial. Yeah, it's a really, really good song. Yes. Hey, big spender. All right, but when I walked into the house, no, into the joint, when I walked into the house, I could tell right away that nobody had lived there in a long time. Even though, well, all the furniture was in its place. Yes, but the atmosphere and the smell were noticeable. All right, one more. One more. This year we're going to offer air conditioning. Okay. This year, how can I make 1,000 paragraphs and all of them from my own experience? This year, we're going to offer air condition repair and maintenance in the fall and winter at a 40% discount. 95% of our business is in the summer. Somehow we've got to change that. Forget it. It will never work. Olvídalo. Es imposible. Yes. This is the man or the woman, the person who is talking is the manager or the owner of an air conditioning repair company. Mantenimiento y reparación de aire acondicionado. And air conditioning is used in the summer, not in the winter, for the cold air. And they break. And an air conditioning repair company, or an air conditioning company that includes maintenance and servicio postventa, after sales service, they're busy, terribly busy. They need 100 people in the summertime. And so the owner places ads in the newspaper and on television. Please call us in the fall or in the winter. Otoño y en invierno. We'll give you for general maintenance to check your air conditioning system to make sure it's perfect. And we'll give you a 40% discount if you call us in the winter or in the fall. All right? But they don't do that. They wait until the summertime and the air conditioning breaks down, and they have to call. And then it's not easy. Pasado mañana podemos ir. What do you mean? The day after tomorrow. It's 40 degrees in my house. So, this is a common problem with air conditioning companies because the summertime is terrible because they 24 hours a day, maintenance, repair, etc. And so these companies try to convince the public to call the company for a general checkup, un chequeo, a general checkup during the winter or during the fall or during the early spring. The fall es el otoño. During the winter, el invierno. Early spring, en las primeras semanas de primavera, before it gets hot. And they check your air conditioning. Everything's okay. 40% discount. They give you, aquí en España dicen, te hacen un descuento. Creo que en México, sí, como en inglés, te dan un descuento. Te hacen un descuento 40%. They give you a 40% discount. All right. This year, we're going to offer air conditioning repair and maintenance in the fall and the winter at a 40% discount. 95% of our business is in the summer. Somehow, we've got to change that. Somehow, de alguna manera, some way, somehow, tenemos que cambiar eso. Tenemos que instruir al público, to be más previsor, to be more, how do you say previsor in English? To be more, to anticipate the problems. Yes, preventive maintenance, mantenimiento preventivo, ¿no? Que no correctivo. Preventive maintenance is preferable to corrective maintenance. Because with preventive maintenance, you can call the experts anytime. For corrective maintenance, you have a crisis. For corrective maintenance, please, can you come? The factory stops because the machine is broken. Now, if you have good preventive maintenance in the factory, these problems seldom occur, rarely happen. All right. This year, we're going to offer air condition repair and maintenance, mantenimiento, maintenance, in the fall and winter, en otoño y invierno, at a 40% discount. 40%. 95% of our business is in the summer. Summer. Somehow, we've got to change that. Or we have to change that. Somehow we have to change that. Somehow we've got to change that. All right. I'll come back another day with paragraphs and gain fluency. Do you remember this man? Parece un mafioso. Se parece a Víctor con bigote. I can see. Yeah, a little bit. He looks like, ¿cómo se llama ese actor? Sean Penn. Parece Sean Penn. Yeah, a little bit. This is Luigi Barghini. He's rich. Yes, like Nigel Perkins. He's rich because he owns a factory. He owns a factory on the outskirts of Verona, in Italy. He's Italian. And he has two children, Anna Barghini and Roberto Barghini. This is Anna. I have Anna here. Oh! This is Anna Barghini, his daughter. She's 27. He's the owner and chairman of the second largest car seat manufacturer in Europe. Yes. His factory makes car seats, asientos de coche. Yeah. And it's number 2 in Europe. Why? Because he has an exclusive contract with 2 companies, with Fiat and with Alfa Romeo. Both of these companies are, of course, Italian. But his factory makes all the car seats for Alfa Romeo and for Fiat. That's a lot of cars. Yeah. So he's rich. And Anna is the general manager. She's very young, but she's very intelligent. Does she look intelligent? Yeah. All right. Very successful man. He's very successful. He's an engineer and businessman. But he has an engineering degree from the University of Milan. All right, Luigi Barghini. Yes, sir. Luigi Barghini. Okay. If you don't have this book, aquí lo puedes comprar. I recommend it. El Mundo Vaughan World. All right. Luigi Barghini is 49 years old. 49 años tiene. 49, in English we say 49 tacos, no? No. Luigi Barghini is 49 years old. He's from a small town in the north of Italy. He's a self-made man. He's a self-made man. Es un hombre que se ha hecho a sí mismo. De un pueblo pequeño del norte de Italia. He's from a small town in the north of Italy and now lives with his wife, Sofia, in a beautiful villa outside Verona. In a beautiful villa, una villa, nuestra finca, all right. In a beautiful villa outside Verona. Mucho V aquí, que sí. In a beautiful villa with his wife, Sofia. Sofia va a misa todos los días. She's very religious. Sofia, she prays for Luigi, for Anna, and for Roberto. Yeah. She makes sure that God is taking good care. Because Luigi doesn't go to Mass very often. All right, and Anna doesn't either. But Sofia takes the responsibility to speak with God for her family. All right. So, he has a lot of money, Luigi. He has a lot of money. Tiene mucho dinero. Why? He has a lot of money because he owns a big factory that supplies car seats to Fiat in Turin. Turin. También se dice aquí Turin. Aunque en italiano es Torino. Gran Torino. Turin. Turin is a city, the capital of Piedmont. Piemonte. It's an important region in northwestern Italy that has a border with Switzerland and with France. It's Piedmont. All right, Piemonte. All right. But he lives in Verona, which is in Veneto. Veneto. Which is called Venecia también. It includes Venice and Verona. Mucho V. Veneto, Venice, Verona. All right. But Turin is the headquarters and the home of Fiat. It's very important. Of course, Fiat is the most important company in Turin. And the Agnelli family are the owners of Fiat. And the president of Juventus de Turin, the football team. All right. So, Luigi Barghini is 49 years old. He's from a small town in the north of Italy and now lives with his wife, Sofia, in a beautiful villa outside Verona. He has a lot of money. Eso ya no es poético. He has a lot of money because he owns a big factory that supplies car seats to Fiat in Torino. Supplies, que provee, suministra, aprovisiona, it supplies. Suppliers o proveedor. Un proveedor provee. Okay, a supplier supplies. Yes. Supplies, in this case, car seats. To whom? To Fiat and to Alfa Romeo. Aquí no digo Alfa Romeo. In Turin. Luigi is the chairman of the company. Chairman is el presidente del consejo. He's the chairman. He's the chairman of the company, but his daughter Anna, is the managing director. The managing director is the classical expression for the CEO, la CEO, CEO, Chief Executive Officer. But originally, the name was managing director. All right. And Anna Barghini is the managing director. She takes care of the day-to-day business. To take care of is cuidar. To cuidar. Yo te cuidaré. I'll take care of you. Yes. No tengas miedo, Poquita. Yo te cuidaré. No, yo te salvaré. It's a Mexican thing. Little Red Riding Hood. But no, coming back to this. She takes care of the day-to-day business. O sea, se ocupa de los negocios cotidianos, del día a día. Se ocupa del día a día. She takes care of the day-to-day. Day-to-day. The day-to-day business. While Luigi spends a lot of his time visiting different members of the Agnelli family that owns Fiat. I think about 80% of the business of Luigi's company is with Fiat, and only 20% with Alfa Romeo. I think he also supplies car seats to Bugatti, Lamborghini, Maserati, hay muchos de estos, y Ferrari, muchos Is. Bugatti, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, yes. Luego Alfa Romeo and Fiat. But I think 80% of everything he sells is for Fiat. So it's a very important client. I mean, if he loses Fiat, he's dead. So he spends a lot of time with members of the Agnelli or Agnelli family, the family that owns Fiat. Yes. He also spends a lot of time in Germany, in Alemania, in Germany. Why? Because his company is negotiating a big contract, potential contract, with Mercedes-Benz to supply car seats for the small models that Mercedes makes in Stuttgart. Stuttgart is an important city in southern Germany, and it's the headquarters for Mercedes-Benz. And they have manufacturing and factories in Stuttgart. And Luigi's company is negotiating a potential contract to supply car seats to Stuttgart, to Mercedes-Benz, for the small models. Mercedes makes big models, these big Mercedes cars, but now, for the past 30 years, Mercedes makes small models as well. The Mercedes Smart. And so Luigi's company is a potential supplier. And this is the first time that Luigi's company has an opportunity to export car seats outside of Italy. Because up to now, his company has only made car seats for the domestic market, not for foreign markets. The domestic market, mercado nacional, y el mercado de exportación. We say the domestic market and the export market. Now, within the European Union, of course. So he spends a lot of time with the Agnelli family at Fiat because it's 80% of his business. He also spends quite a bit of time, bastante tiempo, quite a bit of time. He also spends quite a bit of time in Stuttgart because his company is negotiating a big contract with Mercedes-Benz to supply, otra vez suministrar, proveer, to supply car seats for the small models that Mercedes makes in Stuttgart. He's a very busy man. Yo también. Y Marta también. Yeah, he's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. Are you a busy man? Yeah, he's a very busy man. But he enjoys his work. Me too. I enjoy my work too. Yeah. And so does Marta. Do you enjoy your work? Yeah? Okay. All right. And she enjoys her work. Now, Luigi is a very busy man, but he enjoys his work. When he's at his villa near Verona, escrito Villa. Yes, Pancho Villa. When he's at his villa es un caserío grande. Yes, it's very nice. When he's at his villa, near Verona. He always goes to the factory. Every day to the factory. 23 kilometers away. Okay, driving 23 kilometers. Yeah. To see his daughter. Anna. To see his daughter. La pobre siempre está ahí. And to visit the workers. Yeah, to go to the factory. To walk around. To walk around the factory, talking to the workers. Yeah. Management by wandering around. He probably spends at least 3 hours on the floor of the factory, talking with workers, inviting them to coffee, telling jokes, and having a good time. And I'll come back in the next class to finish our little story, introductory story, about Luigi Marchini. See you tomorrow.